Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Tonight we're going to take a look at a map that is near and dear to my heart. This is a new map that just came out, I think in the last day or two, and it's called County Line. Now, why do I like this map so much? Well, this looks just like where I live. I live in Medina, Ohio, and if you drive 15 minutes in any direction, this is what you see. This looks just like well, you know, anywhere here in this area, from Norwalk to heading down through, you know, Crestline, Spencer, you name it. This is northeastern Ohio farming right here. The hills are a little bit steep, but we have hills like that, even like Dover, Sugar Creek, areas that are within, you know, about a 30-40 minute drive of where I live. This is exactly what it looks like. Another thing that I love about this farm so far is the facility. This just kills me. Okay, so I am a professional photographer. I shoot real estate and pretty much stuff for sale, if you will, if you want to get real non-technical. But that includes, I've done a lot of commercial properties, including llama farms, Amish horse sales facilities, cattle farms, you know, just regular old farms. They all, if they're larger or like moderate size, like 150 acres and larger, have offices like this. And they're almost always attached directly to the farm. So you have like your barn, your work barn, and then you have like this little office next door. And this is very prototypical of an Ohio farm. So as we look around here, there's a little bay. One thing that is missing, we do not have the custom shop here like we do on a lot of farms, so there is no shop script. In order to make mods for your tractor, you're going to take it in town and have it done in the shop. We have working lights, though these switches crack me up. I don't know where in the world they have these, but not in America. But anyway, there it is. Love the rafters. This is something that you see in America. This is very, once again, prototypical northeastern Ohio architecture. I see this all the time because people have me photograph the insides of their barns to show off the storage space and the ability to put several tractors in a barn, and this is something that I photograph. So this is what it looks like. Unfortunately for us, these are not live, so you cannot get fertilizer or seed. These are just here for decoration, just like it is on Small Town USA. I wish they would make these an actual seeding station, but it does not work. I pulled the tractor up, tried to get it done. No dice. As we move to the back, we have another storage barn here. And a bit of a workshop here, some vents. So if we're working with fuel, doing anything that might smell up the barn, you know, fumes or whatever, there's some vents in the back to vent that out. And we have all our tool kit. Here's a creeper to get underneath the tractors, trucks, whatever. So we have a full working shop. As a farmer in the United States, you have to know how to fix your stuff because it breaks. It's too expensive to take it to the repair guy all the time. So that is what we are here for. Got a little farm stool. Once again, great looking rafters. Here's an older building. The wood is graying. And let me tell you, as somebody that photographs this stuff professionally, this is exactly what it looks like. I mean, this is great. I love it. This is the first time I've really come into a map and felt like, yeah, this is what Ohio looks like. I mean, this is really, and I don't know that the author specifically was looking to make this like Ohio, because you could probably throw any Midwestern state in here, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan. There are parts of those states, Indiana, that look just like this. All of the states in this region kind of look like this. Here we have our facility for storage. The dump and the undump are both right here. We see these all the time at farms. I see these everywhere on farms in Ohio. One complaint I have, there it is. Yes, as you know, I've complained about this before about maps. Up in the air, we have like a 1950s biplane, 1940s. Yeah, 30s or 40s biplane because they didn't make them in the 50s. They were all single wing by that time. You know, it's cool to have a general aviation aircraft flying around. I get it. Here in Medina, when I go outside, within 5 minutes of being anywhere, I see a general aviation airplane. They fly over us all the time. There's a ton of like small airports nearby. Within a 15-mile radius, there's probably 50 airports. They're all, you know, like farm field type. Some of them are bigger. Some of them are more like county or community airports. But we have a ton of little airports and a bunch of airplanes flying all the time. And I never, ever, ever see a biplane. I mean, I've seen a biplane go through my yard maybe once every 2 years. But yet here we have a biplane that goes by every 5 minutes. I wish these guys would stop trying to make it cool and just work with a Cessna or maybe like a Piper Archer or Mooney Bravo, something that you would normally see on a normal day outside. You don't have to make it an F-16 or a C-130, but for some reason authors get this really ridiculous idea in their mind that we need to see some kind of fighter jet or biplane or Ford Tri-Motor, things that we just don't see. But whatever, that is one of my big gripes with this map and all maps that come out. Ooh, I'm trying to get to the back of the facility and I keep missing. Here's where we're going. There's more stuff hidden back here. Here we have the old school airplane hangar style barn. You could probably store grain or potatoes or sugar beets in here if you wanted, or more tractors. Maybe a good place to put your harvester, and then another just standard storage shed here. Notice the lack of the door on this one's really weird. These are from 15 for sure. Yeah, it's a very intimidating door. But cool at the same time, but it's just... this kind of door I'd be afraid would fall down and kill me. I mean, any door could do that, but this, for whatever reason, this one feels like it's going to just crush me when it... So that's the entirety of the barn. I'm going to take you into town, so we will be back in a second. One thing I forgot before we head to town, I want to show you the fields. Behind me is field 11. We also own field 10, so we got some really big fields. Unfortunately, we do not have the tractive effort to do a good job with these. I mean, we just don't have enough tractor to do these fields. I mean, we could. It's going to take you like 4 weeks to seed this. I don't know. This is going to be a farm that needs upgrades pretty quickly. I haven't seen any gold nuggets. It doesn't mean they don't exist, but boy, you probably need a gold nugget hunt or some kind of grant or loan from the government. Another nice feature too, though, and we'll come back to this. Here's field number 33. This is the other field that we own. So you got some pretty nice big fields right by the farm. Huge field. Right here, and then also on the other side of this fence, right over there, we have a nice big grass field. So you've got lots of free grass to make bales for your cows. You don't have to plant a field with grass. It's just right there. So you already have a grass field kind of built into the farm, which is nice. I love when they do that. Instead of having to grow grass and manage it, you just take what you got and feed it to your cows. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to head into town here, and I'll be right back until we get there. Now, one of the things I wanted to point out as I come right back in, look at these, like the tar fixes on the road. That's exactly what they do in Ohio. That's how it looks like here. When we get bigger cracks in the asphalt, that's how they fix it. So we got a Bates Grow down here. It's gas. Looks like it's a gas station. Pull in here and see if we can get gas. Yep, cool. All kinds of neat little stuff here and there. To our left is the cow farm. So our cows are probably going to fill up that paddock there. And we just have all kinds of facilities for storage. Let's take a real quick peek into there. Here we have, I don't know, maybe for calves, maybe? I don't know. Manure, slurry. Oh, there's cows in there already, but we don't own those. Oh, some kind of storage facility for tractors and stuff. Oh, and look at all this. Once again, got huge tracts of grass that are unowned. So you can come down in here and also go across the street. And you have to make a deal with the RR Horse Ranch owner. But there's all this free grass here. Look at that. Oh, irrigation. Boy, that'd be cool if we could do that for real. So here's a horse farm, but this is all open land, so you can mow this to your heart's content and have lots of bales of grass and silage. And little woods here. We have these here for sure in northeastern Ohio. There's a floating tree. We do not have those. And over here we have an irrigation system. Love it. That's so cool. I wish it really worked, but that's... Oh, and if you're a big fan of like square fields and hiring workers, you're in for a sad day when you come to this map because every single field is a weird shape. So anyway, I'm going to make my way down to town this time, maybe for real, but maybe not. We'll see if I can get there or not. Now, as we get close to town here, one of the things I did notice is that there aren't a lot of extra features on this map. So there's enough here that if you're a console user, you probably will not get this map. Things like the airplane and some of these different scripts are going to kind of make it so that you can't play. Sorry. I don't think this is going to be available for consoles. So if you're going to ask, hey, is this available for console? I'm going to say right away, probably no. Most likely no. That airplane is one of those things that just kills it. There's another script in here too that I'll show you eventually that will also kill it for the consoles. Here we have one of the sell points. These are cool. The sell points I really like because there's a lot of co-op sell points. Here, I think you can store things in this barn. Sorry, my nose is getting plugged up. Nope, you can't. Some of the buildings around the map you can. Some Agrar trucks there. Pretty cool stuff. And we have a dealership with some pretty low-res tractors. They look like they came out of Farm Sim 13, but whatever. Hey, there's our plow from Small Town. What, John? Yeah, in a minute. I'll come down and we'll open it, okay? But this is our county line supply. And this is where you're going to sell and buy stuff.
Can we paint the body?
Not tonight.
Why?
We can tape it off maybe. Because I don't have the... I want to get another color paint. This is where you sell stuff. And I think it probably will appear back here when you buy it. So it's pretty cool. And let's run into town and take a look. Really, there's not a ton of new stuff to see. Like I said, they do have a biogas plant. It's the same as every other biogas plant. But I do like how some of the sales places are like this. Like it's a complete facility. Instead of just being a dump off somewhere, you actually have a full facility. Casey's gas, that's been used over and over again. But some of these houses and stuff really are custom and unique and look like Ohio. Sorry, my nose is all stuffed up. I have allergies. For those of you that are new to the channel, I've had really bad allergies this year. We got a Tractor Supply Company. Looks like another small dealer, but it's not an official shop. Hey, there's some J&M trailers. Okay, these are, in Ohio, this is what we see for grain trailers. This is what people pull stuff off the field with. These two. You don't see the big European-style tippers that we have in the game. This is what we see. Tons of them. Every farm that I go past has these trailers. Especially this type, the J&M type. So it's neat to see those. Definitely another reminder that this looks just like Ohio. Old John Deere back there. This would be a good farm for those John Deere mods. Got a Dodge Ram and a Ford dealer right here. And Morgan's Massive Motors. Got a bunch of Ram pickups and nothing Ford really, I see. Bar None Country Living, Napa Auto Parts, Napa Know-How, Applebee's, yeah! There's two cities in this map, or in this game. One is north of here. It looks just like this one. It's just a little more open. But I just want to take you downtown so you can kind of see the feel of the map. Every street is hay bale and barley. Unfortunately, there's no different names. Here's our courthouse. It's on fire, it looks like. There's an old crappy motel. We got a U-Haul facility. Some kind of daycare or something with a basketball court and play area. Oh, look. Moore County High School. That's where the Friday night football happens. Diner. And some sales facilities. Pretty cool stuff. I feel like I'm missing something, though. So let's run back through town. We'll check the other one out. Oh, there's a Shriners right there. That's pretty cool. So this is one city. I think there's another whole town here. I feel like I missed something, but maybe not. And maybe that's town. But it's pretty neat. It's a nice place, you know. Feels like home. Feels like Wellington, definitely. Maybe Oberlin, but a little smaller. But this definitely feels like Wellington, Ohio. Or Norwalk. Look at that. Look at these buildings. Definitely like school buildings there, like an elementary school. A little bit of Kansas too. This definitely to me feels like the not Lenexa. I'm trying to think of the name of the city that we went through. Lawrence. This feels a little bit like Lawrence, Kansas. Definitely the places that I've been. I'm trying to think of places that I've been that feel like this. But yeah, I'd say the Norwalk area, definitely Crestline, Ohio. Just like nice schools and stuff. Sometimes I'll have to make a video when I go driving for some of my shoots that are out in rural Ohio, because this is what they look like. I mean, this is the areas that we see. You got the agro, Wellington, definitely. This looks like Wellington. So I'm really impressed with this map. It's got some reused elements. All these maps do, but I think the way that it's laid out and stuff, it feels like Ohio. Something about it makes me feel like I'm in good old Ohio, and it makes me feel like I'm at home. And I like that. I want a farm where I feel like I'm at home. So anyway, that's the tour of the town. I'm gonna poke around and see if there's anything else exciting to show you, but I think that's pretty much it. I'll be back in a second. Oh yeah, I forgot this. Here's another script that'll make it so that you'll never see this on a console. No horn, no sound from the engines, but we have a Union Pacific train, pretty much almost American prototypical length, that passes through town. I can dig that. That's pretty cool stuff. Love trains. And out here in Ohio, we have tracks that crisscross all over the place. So there's CSX, and we have Norfolk Southern. Union Pacific, not so much. So that would maybe put this out more like in Texas or Kansas. They have the bean sniffers and BNSF bean sniffer. And they also have Union Pacific. So that's a little bit unprototypical for Ohio, but the feel is still there. So anyway, need to figure out where I'm going. Now, one thing I can tell you that's going to be a definite problem with this map is getting to the from the farm to get seed from the shop, because the shop is there's no straight way to get to the shop. Though physically you're not too far from it on the map, you're going to have to go through some grass or maybe cut through some fields to get there, because there's no straight way to do it, and that kind of stinks. But I wanted to take you into this little part of town. So here on the southern end by the sheep farm, which is to our left, we have another cool little village going on. So once again, like Ohio, you have little villages all over the place. And oh hey, look, there's a Safeway. You need to do grocery shopping, you can go to Safeway. We got a Crisco facility. I think you can sell there. Yeah, it's a sell point. Farmers Bureau. There's a big co-op over here to sell stuff to the train. Got a pretty big curb there going up on the road. We got a trailer park. Hey, it's real small, but it's a trailer park nonetheless. And Wells Fargo. Hey, Dollar General. What American country area would be without a Dollar General? They are everywhere. We have Dollar Generals everywhere. I think there's probably like 15 of them in Medina County. Every little town has one around here. Post office, little church. Pretty neat. So we got another cute little town. Heading back to our farm. This is probably the closest village to our farm. Look out, kitty. Whoa. Hey, look at that pumpkin patch. It's freaking huge pumpkins. Those are some seriously freaking big pumpkins. And so here we have looks like a town hall or some kind of, I don't know. Definitely looks like Wellington's town hall. Wellington, Ohio. And anyway, this is, once again, county line map. And I think that this is well worth the download. It really does look like farming in the Midwest. I mean, I can put my finger on it and say, oh yeah, this is Ohio for sure. But it could be anywhere in Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan. Not Pennsylvania, because Pennsylvania is real hilly. It doesn't look like in Maryland or anything. So that's going, once you get that far east, it doesn't look like it anymore. But definitely Ohio, Kentucky. Once you get out into the Midwest, I would say probably Iowa, things start looking different. Though Kansas does look kind of like this too, though it's not as green. Once you get out past Illinois, things start to look a little bit more brown and a little more desolate. The Northeast has a very unique look to it. For those of you that are not from this area, And it's a very green area. And you know, the reason being is because we have the Great Lakes. So there's tons and tons of fresh water. Here, you know, in Florida and in California, they're, you know, rationing water to you know, if you're caught watering your grass in the middle of the day in California, you get shot. You know, they draw you out and quarter you. But you know, here in Ohio, yeah, you pay for it, but it's very rare that we have droughts. It's very rare that we have restrictions because we have the Great Lakes. There's water everywhere, and so it's not a problem. And our you know, we have snow, so in the winter it snows a ton, and then the fields, you know, absorb that water, and then in the spring, you know, one of the reasons why I have such bad allergies is for that exact reason. We get this huge blooming of greenness. And one of the things that I've noticed over my life, as I go out west, even just like, you know, to Colorado and then back, when you're out there, everything is so brown and you know, yellow and dead. It doesn't grow like it does here. When you come back to Ohio, it's like, whoa, it's a culture shock to see all the green. Everything's alive and green during the summer and spring, and in the fall it starts to change colors, but it's still very green. But, you know, Kansas, it's just yellow and dead and hot. And their temperatures are much hotter than we are here. So this, to me, has a very Ohio feel, because of all the greenness and the just the way the map rolls and the shape of the fields and how it feels. It just feels like Ohio. Check that out. Cool. Sugar beet facility here. That's a neat little thing to see. And obviously out in the country, in the fields of Ohio, where there's no forest. Now, where I live, when you get into the towns, like where I live, it's very forested. So my backyard, see if I can get a good approximation of what my backyard looks like. We're going to drive right up there. When I look out my back window, this is what I see. And I'm looking at it right now. Trying to make it look what I see, like this. This is what I see out of my back window. Trees everywhere. In fact, there are no open spaces. It goes from some trees in my backyard across the path to just a full line of trees all over the place, because that is what we do here in Ohio. So there, this looks more like my backyard right here. No sky, just all trees. Little bloops of sky here and there. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the map. I really, really like this map. I wish it had some of the new, like the Seedmaster and maybe like a compost machine in some ways to mess around with it. But I really like it, even though I don't love the airplane. It's not super intrusive. You can see him flying around over there. He's so far away that you almost never see him like close up. So I'm okay with that. And I think this map is just really well done. But because, you know, if you're from the Midwest, from the United States, even from Canada, except for the obviously this has American flags everywhere. This reminds me too of where my friend Paul lives, like the country surrounding, not where his house is, but up in you know, Ottawa, in that area. In the country areas, this is what it looks like. So this has a very like northeastern feel to it, and I really like that, and I appreciate that. So I want to thank Blue Web for making this map, and I think that this is really well done. And I'm excited to use this for. I've been using Westbridge, but after playing this, I'm like, oh man, I'm just going to move all my equipment and stuff over to this farm, because this is so much cooler than the Westbridge Hills farm that I've been playing on. So this just feels like home. So I think that this is a great addition to the farm sim. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. And then also, obviously, the big thing is donations. That's what keeps the channel going. If you want to donate to the channel, there is a link down in the description. If this helped you find a cool map and you're like, hey, I want to help this guy out, toss me a couple bucks. Have a great night. I will see you on the farm, and looking forward to seeing you guys around. We'll see ya. Bye.